Ready for the ultimate music throwback challenge? We're showing you how music's biggest legends look today. Your mission is to guess who they are before we reveal their identity and current age in 2025. From pop royalty to rock gods, can you recognize these artists from their incredible careers? Keep score as we go. Let's begin. Count how many you're getting right and share your score in the comments. Let's see who knows their music legends best. The Beach Boys created America's soundtrack, but Mike Love's falsetto on Good Vibrations and California Girls helped define the California dream that made surf rock a global phenomenon. He's 84 in 2025. Her MTV Unplugged performance was so intimate, it launched an entire acoustic movement. But Suzanne Vega's Luca tackled domestic abuse when no one else would, proving folk music could address society's darkest secrets. She's 66 in 2025. Alternative rock found its fierce female voice when PJ Harvey's raw power on albums like Rid of Me showed that women could be just as aggressive and experimental as any male rocker, now 55. OK Computer predicted our digital anxiety years before social media existed, and Tom York's haunting vocals with Radiohead created the soundtrack to modern alienation that still resonates today. He's 56 in 2025. Country music got its crossover queen when Faith Hill's This Kiss dominated both country and pop charts, proving Nashville artists could conquer mainstream radio without losing their roots. She turns 57 this year. From backup singer for Michael Jackson to solo superstar, Sheryl Crow's All I Wanna Do captured the laid-back 90s spirit that made her the decade's most relatable rock star. She's 63 in 2025. Jazz vocals reached new heights when Al Jarreau's scatting technique and moonlighting theme song brought sophisticated music to mainstream audiences, proving jazz could still be accessible. We lost this vocal virtuoso in 2017. He was 76. MTV made stars, but John Taylor's bass lines and pretty boy looks with Duran Duran on hits like Hungry Like the Wolf created the template for every heartthrob band that followed. He's 65 in 2025. Did you remember him? Latin music crossed over when John Cicada's bilingual hits, like Just Another Day, proved Spanish-language artists could dominate English-speaking charts in the early 90s. He's 63 in 2025. Before Sweet Caroline became a stadium anthem, Neil Diamond was crafting perfect pop songs like Cracklin' Rosie that turned him into one of America's most beloved singer-songwriters. He's 84 in 2025. How many did you get right so far? If these throwback reveals are blowing your mind, hit that like button. Now, let's continue with some truly shocking transformations. Country music found its angel when Emmylou Harris's ethereal harmonies with everyone from Graham Parsons to Johnny Cash elevated every song she touched, making her country's most respected collaborator. She turns 78 this year. Rock needed a bad girl, and Joan Jett delivered with I Love Rock and Roll, proving women could be just as tough and rebellious as any male rocker while inspiring generations of female musicians. She's 66 in 2025. Australia sent country music a guitar virtuoso in Keith Urban's instrument mastery and crossover appeal on hits like Blue Ain't Your Color brought international flair to Nashville. He's 57 in 2025. Pantera revolutionized metal with groove and power, but Dimebag Darrell's innovative guitar techniques on albums like Cowboys from Hell influenced every metal guitarist who picked up an instrument. We lost this metal legend tragically in 2004. He was 38. Heavy metal found its twin guitar attack when K.K. Downing and Glenn Tipton created Judas Priest's signature sound, inventing the leather and studs aesthetic that every metal band copied. He's 73 in 2025. Rod Stewart's raspy voice had competition when Kim Carnes' distinctive vocals on Betty Davis' Eyes became 1981's biggest hit, proving unconventional voices could dominate pop radio. Now, 80. Are you keeping score? Power ballads ruled the 80s thanks to John Waite's emotional vocals on Missing You, creating the template for every heartbreak anthem that followed on rock radio. He's 73 in 2025. Blue-Eyed Soul found its perfect voice when Paul Carrack's emotional delivery on How Long with Ace and later Mike and the Mechanics proved British artists could master American R&B. He turns 74 this year. The 80s needed a fun-loving rocker, and Huey Lewis delivered with The Power of Love, soundtracking Back to the Future and proving rock could be both sophisticated and playful. He's 75 in 2025. Caribbean soul conquered the world when Billy Ocean's Caribbean Queen and When the Going Gets Tough brought island rhythms to international pop charts in the mid-80s. Now 75.
Tin Pan Alley wasn't dead when Neil Sedaka proved craftsmanship still mattered, writing hits for himself and others while Breaking Up Is Hard to Do became a timeless standard. He's 86 in 2025. Rock music found its chameleon when David Bowie's constant reinvention, from Ziggy Stardust to the Thin White Duke, proved artists could be multiple personas while influencing fashion, music, and culture. We lost this visionary in 2016. He was 69. Traditional country found its king when George Strait's authentic cowboy image and pure voice on hits like Amarillo Morning proved Nashville's roots were still commercially viable. He turns 73 this year. Country music stayed real thanks to Alan Jackson's honky-tonk traditionalism on classics like Chattahoochee, proving authentic storytelling could compete with pop country crossovers. He's 66 in 2025. Were you able to remember that one? Country met rock energy when Tim McGraw's athletic stage presence and hits like Something Like That brought stadium-level excitement to Nashville, inspiring a generation of country rockers. He's 58 in 2025. The Eagles needed a perfect harmony voice after Randy Meisner left, and Timothy B. Schmidt's vocals on I Can't Tell You Why proved the band could maintain their magic. Now 77. Country music gained an operatic voice when Katie Lang's stunning vocals on Constant Craving transcended genre boundaries, earning respect from both Nashville and art music circles. She turned 63 this year. Rock got its lesbian icon when Melissa Etheridge's passionate vocals on Come to My Window proved authentic emotion could break down barriers and create universal connection. She's 64 in 2025. The Beatles changed everything, but John Lennon's solo work on Imagine showed his vision for peace could transcend even the world's biggest band, making him music's most important activist. We lost this dreamer in 1980. He was 40. We're halfway through. Some of these ages are absolutely mind-blowing, right? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos.
Contemporary Christian music found its crossover star when Michael W. Smith's Place in This World proved faith-based artists could reach mainstream audiences without compromising their message. He's 67 in 2025. Country storytelling reached perfection when Kenny Rogers' narrative mastery on The Gambler and Coward of the County proved songs could be complete short stories with unforgettable characters. We lost this master storyteller in 2020. He was 81. Did you recognize him? The Judds were country's mother-daughter dynasty, but Winona Judd's powerhouse voice on Mama He's Crazy proved she was destined for solo stardom even before the duo split. She's 61 in 2025. Blues rock found its teenage prodigy when Johnny Lang's guitar skills at age 16 on Lie to Me proved the genre's future was in good hands with young virtuosos. He's 44 in 2025. Genesis might have been different if Anthony Phillips hadn't left before their breakthrough, but his early guitar work on Trespass helped establish progressive rock's complex soundscapes. He's 73 in 2025. Rock opera found its theatrical king when Meatloaf's dramatic performances on Bat Out of Hell proved music could be as cinematic as any Broadway show or Hollywood movie. We lost this larger-than-life performer in 2022. He was 74. Post-punk evolved into dance music thanks to Peter Hook's melodic bass lines with Joy Division and New Order, bridging the gap between punk's anger and electronic music's future. He turned 69 this year. Arena rock needed anthems, and Mick Jones delivered with Foreigner's I Wanna Know What Love Is, creating power ballads that filled stadiums and dominated radio. Now 80. Dancehall went global when Sean Paul's rapid-fire patois on Get Busy brought Jamaican club culture to international pop charts in the early 2000s. He's 52 in 2025. Working-class America found its poet when Bruce Springsteen's epic storytelling on Born to Run captured the dreams and struggles of ordinary people seeking extraordinary lives. He's 75 in 2025. Did you get that one? New Wave found its British bombshell when Kim Wilde's Kids in America captured 80s youth culture perfectly, making her one of MTV's most recognizable faces. She's 64 in 2025.
Guitar playing changed forever when Jimi Hendrix's psychedelic mastery at Woodstock redefined what the instrument could do, influencing every rock guitarist who followed. We lost this revolutionary musician in 1970. He was 27. Hip-hop soul found its queen when Faith Evans's vocals on hits like Love Like This bridged the gap between traditional R&B and the emerging hip-hop culture of the 90s. She turns 52 this year. R&B got real when Mary J. Blige's raw emotion on What's the 411 proved urban music could be both vulnerable and powerful, earning her the title Queen of Hip Hop Soul. She's 54 in 2025. New Jack Swing found its bad boy when Bobby Brown's rebellious energy on My Prerogative showed R&B could be as edgy as any rock star's attitude. He's 56 in 2025. Progressive rock needed a steady foundation, and Nick Mason's innovative drumming with Pink Floyd on epics like Dark Side of the Moon proved rhythm could be as experimental as any other instrument. Now 81. Sophisticated R&B found its sultry voice when Toni Braxton's mature vocals on Unbreak My Heart proved ballads could be both elegant and emotionally devastating. She's 57 in 2025. Christian music gained its storytelling master when Stephen Curtis Chapman's narrative songs like Cinderella showed how faith-based lyrics could address universal human experiences. He turns 62 this year. Hip-hop's party anthem arrived when Montel Jordan's This Is How We Do It captured mid-90s club culture perfectly, defining West Coast swagger for a generation. He turns 56 this year.
Quiet Storm found its perfect voice when Anita Baker's intimate vocals on Sweet Love proved sophisticated R&B could be both sensual and classy, influencing every smooth jazz artist. She's 67 in 2025. How did you do? Let us know your final score in the comments. Some of these transformations were absolutely incredible. If you enjoyed this musical journey through time, you're exactly the kind of viewer we're building this channel for. Hit that like button and join our growing community of music lovers. We're just getting started with so much more throwback content coming, and don't forget to check out our other episodes if you haven't already. Until next time, keep guessing.